All right, be honest with yourself. When you watch the news or you scroll a news feed, how do you feel after you're done and absorbing all of that information? Do you feel empowered? Do you feel like do you feel juiced up, or do you feel drained? Because lately I've been thinking about the difference in being informed on what's going on and then being emotionally controlled or manipulated. And I feel like the mass is being controlled or manipulated to feel a certain way, and that way is not positive. The news has just been incredibly negative lately, and I'm wondering what's the point of being informed of all of these things that you have zero control over, when by the time you're done absorbing it all, you just feel mad, sad, angry, upset, a bunch of emotions that you don't really want to be feeling. And if you know by absorbing that kind of content makes you feel that way, then you're willingly accepting the negativity. You're willingly inviting the negativity into your life. When you're turning on the news, it's just constant drama, political this is happening over there. It's what percentage of the news is actually a positive story? Think about it. It's a very low percentage. You think about it that way, we're really starving ourselves of peace and overfeeding ourselves chaos. And you wonder why you feel the way you do. So maybe you need to start protecting your peace a little more and kind of pull back a little bit from the news. And taking a step back and protecting your peace doesn't mean you don't care. It doesn't mean you're not empathetic to things going on around you. It just means you recognize that sharing a negative story under the guise of being informative doesn't actually help anybody if everyone involved has no power to change the situation. At that point, you're not an activist. You're also now just a spreader of negativity. You're just gossiping. Because I used to be someone who felt like I always had to be in the know, I had to be informed. But I'm realizing now it's better, or it's okay to sometimes have your head in the sand and just be completely out of the loop. It's okay to say to someone, hey, I don't really have the emotional capacity to hear about this news right now. Can we either change the subject or remove yourself from the conversation? Really, it's all about balance and just having a little bit more control on what you're allowing inside of yourself. Because if you allow too much negativity, guess what? You're going to share and reflect a lot of that negativity in your interactions with the people, whether you notice it or not. So balance out staying informed with also maintaining your peace. And once you figure that out, you got this.